What's up, guys? So my goal with doing these videos is if I can just help one person with one problem today, then to me that is a success. So I want to address one problem today, and everyone's in a different place in their journey. So this might be a problem that is relevant to you, maybe not, but we're all some things seem obvious to us at stages in our life that were once very confusing. So with that said, I'm going to talk about weight regain. A lot of us have tried and succeeded in the past to lose weight, and we know what to do, but once we get there, it's hard to maintain it because it's really hard to really keep at the habits or the reasons that we lost weight in the first place. We did it the wrong way and had the wrong mindset, so we pile the weight back on. A good example of this is girls that have a goal to compete on stage in bikini or bodybuilding competitions. They have this goal, and they're trying to prove that they're good enough. I'm not saying this is in all cases, but a lot of the time girls have low self-esteem and they're not happy with their body, and they're trying to prove that they're good enough either to themselves, to someone else. And they get to this end point and they're like, okay, I've done it. And then they lose all that motivation, and because they've done it in an extreme and unhealthy way, and from a place of, I'm not happy what I look like, I'm going to change. They're coming from a very negative place, and then they end up regaining the weight. Other reasons, if we do something like really low carb, keto, or detox diet, juice cleanse, these things, usually we get a big drop in water weight, and we have an initial drop that, like, we think that, oh, we're losing fat because this diet's really good, but really you're just losing a lot of water weight and glycogen from your muscles, and you're depriving yourself, and then you start feeling like trash because it's not a very balanced diet, or it's too restrictive, or it's too stressful because there's so many rules, and we do it in such an extreme, unhealthy way. We often go, so many girls are like, I have to do all or nothing, like 110% or nothing at all, and we never find that balance that we need, and so we gain it back. So we've been successful and we know what we should do, but it's hard to stick to it. This is where habits come in. So what I do is, because I've been through all of this, I've experienced it, I've done it the wrong way, I've done it the right way, but still regained because my reasons weren't there, and now I'm clear that, like, the reason I do this is to feel good. So if I'm doing something that is making me feel shitty, if I'm doing something that's bad for me, that's bad for my health, that's not the right way. For example, comp prep is basically controlled starvation, and you're pushing your body below healthy levels of body fat. That was not good for me, for my mood, for my energy. I did not feel good, and especially coming out of it psychologically, it was very hard on me. So if you don't want to regain the weight, focus on how you feel. So I know exercise, as soon as I train or go for a walk, I feel good. So that's a positive feedback that you can get daily. So you know that if you eat good and if you train, then you'll probably feel good. So set up little habits. For example, I make sure I wake up every morning and walk my dog, because I know a walk in the morning plus sunlight makes me feel good. So I keep doing it. And that's a habit that means that I stay active. My energy expenditure is it's reasonable. It never drops below a certain point, and then it's really easy to maintain because it doesn't feel like effort. It doesn't feel hard. My diet, I do intermittent fasting. I have rules in place for my diet that make it easy for me, that I know I can stick to, and I know make it enjoyable. So I choose the rules that I know it's kind of like a game, like, these are the rules that give me the highest result and make me the happiest and the most energetic and motivated. So I choose those things. So if you overly restrict, and even if you overly restrict just during the week and then have higher calorie weekends, you're probably going to either just see no progress, or you'll just regain the weight. If you see foods with moral values, so if you think that certain foods are good or bad, that's going to set you up for failure, because you're associating too much guilt and shame with eating. We all eat. Like, you don't need to associate morals with eating. If you want to eat more, if you want to eat a different kind of food, if someone wants to eat organic and you don't, like, it doesn't make you a bad person. And a lot of people in a lot of diet cults are like, if you eat sugar, you're like stupid or evil, or if you eat animal products, like, you don't deserve to live. Like, people go so crazy, and just concentrate on what's right for you, what makes you feel good, because when you feel good, you're going to be good to those around you, and you're going to have a positive impact in your own and other people's lives. And that's what it's really about. If you can show others that you can do it in a healthy way and it's more enjoyable, then you're going to help others know that you don't have to go to extremes, you don't have to starve yourself, you don't have to spend hours in the gym, and you can do it in a healthy and balanced way. So basically, lose weight in a balanced way. If you find that you have gained the weight back, then choose habits. And I go through this a lot. If you sign up to my emails on delfarrell.com, you'll get access to my PDF resource library, and I go through the habits, the keystone habits that have such a net positive effect in your life. Morning walks is one of them, and things like you can track your intake, or you can set up habits instead of tracking intake that make you eat towards your goals every day, and you don't have to feel restricted. You can still eat pizza if you want. You can still fit all these fun things in. You can still be social, and I think being social and eating with friends and being happy every day is such an important part of my programs. And so many people think, I can't go out, I can't do this because I'm dieting, and it's that social isolation kind of exacerbates a lot of our problems, because we are social creatures. So if you don't want to rebound, diet smart, and if you do rebound, use habits to get you back to where you need to be, and then you'll feel like it's a little bit slower, but then without the extreme, you won't get the pushback rebound. You'll just kind of get a nice decrease in body fat and increase in energy and happiness and motivation and all those good things. So it's kind of like a snowball effect. Little things done over time have a massive effect. If you try to force it and do it all at once, then it usually rebounds and explodes in your face. Hopefully that has not been too rambling, and it has helped at least one person today. And if this has helped you, please like and share it to someone who you think it might help. Thanks.